Peace and light, that old guy Australia on YouTube and BitChute. Just doing a quick one. We're off to a wedding. Like my new shirt. This is the Lakalungu bamboo shirt from the Lakalungu Aboriginal Artists Corporation called Seed Dreaming. Absolutely beautiful. Darren Dunn, if you're watching, you can help me pronounce it correctly. Send me a little audio clip, maybe. As you might have seen the other day that Scott Morrison was asked by a reporter, probably one of the best questions we've seen in a long time. It actually was an actual question by the media, asking if in his time in politics he witnessed any corruption. And he just smugly and stood there and went, no. And they're saying, what, see no corruption at all? And he's going, no, really, no corruption. And it's interesting that yesterday I was at Sutherland Markets and they had the independent at one end and down the other end was the Liberal candidate for the Sutherland Shire. And so I approached them both, and the independent candidate said that they were standing on a platform of reducing corruption within the government. And I said, really? Would that involve the overturning of the Woods Commission 90-year suppression order? And she had two of her lackeys standing with her there, and she kind of looked at me and went, and I knew straight away. She didn't want to talk about it, didn't want to answer. And she said, started doing this weird crap, which I loathe, which was like, I don't know that much about it, to be honest. I said, really? Well, let me inform you. Let me tell you all about it. So I started telling her about the Woods Commission report, how it names 28 people, some of them current serving and former politicians who are known by police in their files as pedophiles. And I said to them, how can you have current serving politicians who are holding positions of power over the people and are known by police to be pedophiles and nobody's investigating? And they didn't want to talk. They were like, oh no, that's terrible. We need to root evil out and get rid of corruption within government. I said, really? So you would vote to overturn the suppression order on the Woods Commission report? I don't really know much about it. I said, no, you want to touch it. None of you want to touch it. So we walked up the other end to the Liberal candidate. Same scenario. Small crowd there. Same scenario. And I asked him. And then I said, well, how is it that Scott Morrison, Prime Minister of Australia, his brother is on the board of APRA, which has controlled the entire medical fraternity during the pandemic? How? Isn't that some kind of, conflict of interest? And how is it that his brother has just signed an agreement with the WHO that allows them onto our sovereign soil? In the case of viral outbreak, they don't need government permission to do it, they can come here. And Morrison's brother signed that. Wasn't taken to the people, We weren't told about it, we weren't asked about it, we didn't vote on it, there was no referendum, nothing. Right before the election. So how's that? And honestly, you've got no idea. As soon as you bring up any kind of truths with these people, they just back off. They don't want to talk about it. They don't know what to say. They've got no way of dealing with it. And when there's a few people gathered around them, that's when they get really edgy. And they just don't want to discuss it. So you need to understand, the biggest issue in this country right to notice is to remove that suppression order and name those politicians who are current serving pedophiles. Yeah, that's the start of it. That's the splinter inside the big pussy saw. If we don't get that out, nothing changes. Put another band-aid over it. Stays infected. And this is the problem. As Bill Hefton said in Parliament, the reason the Wood stopped was because he was told that if it went any further and the public found out about the depth of the depravity within our governmental and our legal system, they'd lose faith in our system entirely. So they stopped. That's not how it should be. We have to get this out. Peace and light, that old guy Australia. I'm heading off to a beautiful wedding today. My wonderful, wonderful friends whom I adore are getting married. I'll post some pictures later. I can't be over on Zuck's platform. You'll see me on Instagram, Obo San Rocco, one word, O-B-O-E, San Rocco. You'll find me over there, and you'll see me on YouTube here, and that's it. For the time being, in the meantime, so all you people have been sending me messages, I can respond to most of those, but those have been posting me or on my page, that's fine. If you've been mentioning me in posts, I can't do anything about it. You've been posting lovely holiday pics and all sorts of things, can't do anything about it. All right? Peace and light, the old guy Australia. Stay tuned and I'll send you some photos of a beautiful wedding we're attending today.